Hi everyone, we're glad you could join us today. I'm Randy Morgan. I'm Community Foundation's President and CEO. For those of us who are involved in this event each year, it's an exciting time. It's one of our favorite events. And even though it's a little different from what we normally do, what has not changed is that we honor you, the students, who have worked so hard for so many years to earn these kinds of scholarships. And we also recognize and honor your families who have helped along the way. And today is a day to reward that diligent, dedicated effort. So let me pass this on to Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Weber. I'm the program officer here at the foundation, and I want to repeat Rand's sentiments of congratulating all the scholarship recipients on job well done, and also want to thank all of our generous donors for making all of these scholarships possible. Junior?
And I'm Junior Barrios. Just want to say thank you for tuning in today and echo the same words as Lauren and Rand. Congratulations to all the scholarship recipients and to all the donors who put this together, so thank you. As the board chair at the foundation, I've had a chance to meet so many local heroes who make a difference, and that's the donors. The donors who create the funds at the Community Foundation are making a huge impact. The slogan at the Community Foundation is spread the good. And I've seen this time and time again, but nothing spreads quite like generosity. Over the years, education has played a huge part in our community, and it is the donors who are truly passionate about this. It is our pleasure to be here today and to honor and recognize these generous donors, and to also recognize the incredible students who are receiving the scholarship from the funds that are established today. The Weld Community Foundation's mission is to strengthen the bonds that make our communities thrive through engaged philanthropy. I want to take a moment and acknowledge the board of directors at the foundation, because it is this group of individuals who oversee this mission and make sure that it continues moving forward. It's an honor and privilege to be able to serve on this board with you. On behalf of the Weld Community Foundation, we thank you for all the hard work. Thank you.
And I want to take a moment as well to thank our scholarship reception sponsor, First National Bank. This is the 16th year that they have sponsored the reception, which is really cool and special to all of us here at the foundation. As Rand mentioned, for all of us here who are involved with the scholarship process, the foundation's annual scholarship reception is something we really look forward to. We enjoy it because it gathers the donors who make these scholarships possible and the very bright students who have worked so hard to earn them. And while we weren't able to host our event in its traditional format, we still wanted to celebrate the wonderful donors and all of the awesome students. So at the end of the video, all scholarship recipients and scholarships will be named, along with a lot of great pictures as well. This year, the foundation and its donors are awarding more than 125 scholarships, totaling in excess of $300,000, bringing our total to more than $3.5 million distributed to students for scholarships over the years. And the selection of the recipients wouldn't be possible without an important group of people that I would like to recognize. This year, the foundation's scholarship review committees spent many hours reviewing applications for more than 370 deserving students, and they had an extremely difficult task choosing from among the many qualified candidates. I want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank all of the individuals who toiled long hours and reviewed applications for the foundation. Thanks again to all of our dedicated scholarship committee members. Each year, we ask one of the students who has received a scholarship previously to make a few remarks, as well as one of our donors. For this year's student speaker, I'd like to introduce Megan Battleson, the 2019 recipient of the Sasson Fund Scholarship. Megan just completed her freshman year at CSU, Colorado State University. Megan, thank you for recording this special message for us.
Hello, Community Foundation scholarship recipients, families, and donors. My name is Megan Battleson, and I had the honor of being asked to speak at this year's scholarship reception. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the backdrop and any background noises that you may hear during the video, as well as the fact that this is being recorded for a video rather than being delivered in person. Although we are upset that the reception had to be canceled this year, it is still really important for us to recognize and honor the scholarship recipients and all of the hard work that they have put forth. And this is the best format for us to do that right now. This past year, I was fortunate to begin my college adventure at Colorado State University in Fort Collins, studying human development and family studies. Last year, I was where many of you are. I was getting ready to graduate high school, I was already ready to start college, and I just received a scholarship from some of the most generous donors in Weld County. Last spring, I was awarded the Sasson Fund Scholarship. Like many of the scholarships awarded through the Community Foundation, this was set up as a memorial scholarship to honor one of the most inspirational men to ever walk the streets of Greeley. As the fund was established to memorialize Sasson Sheriffy, an incredible coach, teacher, and overall man, it was an honor to be recognized by the Sheriffy family and to be a part of their mission to memorialize and honor the incredible and inspiring man that they raised. It is incredibly meaningful to receive these scholarships, not only to benefit from their monetary support, but also as a source of inspiration for us as young adults who are going to go out into the world and try to bring the same joy and passion and service to the world that the donors and those they memorialize have brought. These donors recognize the struggles and triumphs that you have endured and identify value and promise in the person that you are and will become. They believe in you. This generosity would not be as successful without the Community Foundation that is a paramount asset to our community. This foundation allows donors to connect to incredible students like you and recognize the exceptional talent, gifts, and character of the younger generation and invest in support in the beautiful minds of tomorrow. So if you are like me, you are beyond excited for your next chapter, although arguably nervous and unsure what to expect. To be perfectly honest, I was terrified. I was scared I would get lost on campus every day, and I was worried about sharing a room for the first time with a stranger, no less. Fortunately, I only got lost a handful of times the first few weeks, and my roommate and I quickly became good friends. Along the way, we also got along with everybody on our floor, and I even figured out how to work the university washing machines, although I will give it to you, it did take a few unsuccessful sim cycles. After finally finding my way around campus and making friends, I had to figure out what I was doing with my life. Although many of you may have some sort of vision for your future, some career plans and aspirations and majors picked out, like perhaps some of you, I went in not knowing anything about what I was doing. I had no idea what I wanted to do in the future, had no idea where I envisioned myself in 10 years, and so I entered college undeclared. Now, during the course of my first semester, I changed my major 5 different times before I found a fit for me. Let me tell you, if this is you, you are not alone. Across universities, there are advisors and resources to help you with this, and don't be afraid to reach out to professors. They can also be a great source of support, and they can help guide you and give you a little bit of insight about the field and what you might see yourself doing. Along the way, you might also have some professors, even though they might be outside of the field that you intend to study, who inspire you just by sharing their passion. And somehow, by sharing their passion, try to instill in you the will to discover your own. My first semester, I took a course with the most passionate professor that I had ever met, and somehow this man's love and passion for logic, critical thinking, and philosophy inspired me to find my own passion in human development. Thanks to the Sheriffy family's generosity, I was able to embark on this identity exploration and begin to find a way to become even half the inspirational figure that Sasson was to so many. We are so incredibly fortunate to receive the support of our community as we set out to make our own mark on the world. Use this support as a source of inspiration and find ways to make your donors proud. They have already invested in your future. Now it's your turn. The Sheriffy family blessed me not only with financial assistance, but also with inspiration that guided me and made this incredible first year possible. Remember that they believe in you, And even if you feel lost or somehow forget to put soap in your load of laundry, although the school year is not winding down quite the way that many of us expected or hoped, we know that you are strong and will persevere. I wish you the best of luck, class of 2020.
Thank you, Megan. Our next presentation is from Brian Vendrail. Brian began the Arts of Life Scholarship Fund in 2003, and he tells the story behind it in just a moment. Then directly following Brian's address, we have a special performance from the 2017-2018 winner of the Arts of Life Scholarship, Amaya Arvalo, who goes to UNC as a music major. A few weeks ago, she wrote a song about the strange time that we're in and how she is staying away from close friends and family who are at risk to best care for them. This song is called Close to You. You'll hear this original piece directly following our next presenter. So first, here's Brian Vendrail.
Hello, and congratulations on all of your achievements. I was honored to have been asked to speak to the scholarship recipients this year, representing the many scholarship donors. I spent the majority of my career working behind the scenes in the arts, designing, building, lighting, producing, and managing performances and events that number well into the thousands. But my career took a little detour for a while, and I spent 5 years working in the United States Senate as a veterans advocate, helping constituents obtain their service records, VA benefits, and military awards. Now, I am not a veteran, which presented a bit of a challenge for me, especially as I introduced myself at various meetings, where I was sometimes met with a dubious crowd. So what I said was, I'm not a veteran, but my father landed at Normandy, fought his way across France, survived the Battle of the Bulge, helped liberate the concentration camp at Buchenwald, and then came home and rarely spoke a word of his experiences until a few weeks before he died. That self-introduction worked. I was immediately accepted as a viable advocate in what we called Veterans World. Now, with my background in the arts, it is probably no big surprise that I'm a huge movie fan. And with my service working with veterans, it should come as no surprise that one of my all-time favorite films is Saving Private Ryan. Now, I don't know if you've seen it, but it is essentially a story that begins on D-Day at Normandy. An Army captain, Captain John Miller, played by Tom Hanks, is assigned to take a small group of soldiers behind enemy lines to find and extract from the battle a young private, Private Ryan, played by Matt Damon, whose 3 brothers were just killed in action. So the penultimate scene is after they have located Private Ryan, but at enormous cost in terms of human lives. They're surrounded by advancing Nazis and they have to make a last stand. And as Captain Miller lies mortally wounded with his last dying breath, he says to Private Ryan, "Earn this. Earn this." Oh, it gets me every time. Well, the fictional Captain Miller and Private Ryan, along with my father and literally millions of other Americans, collectively became known as the Greatest Generation. This year's high school class are part of another unique generation. Born in the gloom following the 9/11 attacks and graduating under the shadow of the coronavirus quarantine, this amazing group of students has already faced challenges previously unknown to any of us. And you have thrived. It gives me great hope for the future that you are the leaders of tomorrow. Hope that we will meet every challenge head on and with a renewed sense of unity. The Arts Alive Scholarship began as a crazy idea in the spring of 2003 when my friend, mentor, and boss, Jill Rosentrader, was getting ready to retire and leave Greeley. I wanted to find a way to honor her and so many others who had spent a majority of their adult lives in Greeley working in the arts. So I pulled together a group of individuals to discuss this idea, and Arts Alive grew into a full circle celebration. We would host an awards dinner to honor 2 people each year, and the proceeds from that dinner would fund a scholarship for students from Greeley who were studying the arts at either Ames or UNC. Now, we no longer hold that dinner, but the seed money we raised over 10 years, along with the excellent financial management provided by the foundation, has allowed this fund to remain strong today. I think back over the years and some of our recipients and the impact they have made on the entertainment industry. Our first two recipients are among the great examples of this. Molly Fahey was featured as an actress in Grand Theft Auto V, one of the highest grossing video games of all time. Kirk Starks is a senior technical support specialist at Electronic Theater Controls, the worldwide leader in theatrical lighting equipment. Other recipients include Jerry Heiss, who is now a senior major gifts officer at the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra, and Amaya Arvello, one of the most sought-after gig musicians in Greeley, excelling on both jazz piano and saxophone. In fact, we have awarded 24 scholarships worth almost $32,000. So I guess the lesson here is to hold on to your crazy ideas, because you never know the impact a little effort might make on your community. Now consider this. Each scholarship is a gift, not just a gift of money, but a gift of time. The time the donors spent to earn the money that will now help make your lives better. The time they spent getting their respective scholarships set up through the foundation. The time Lauren and her virtual army of volunteers spent reading your applications and making the very tough decisions. And also, and this is maybe the most important, the time you now don't have to spend to earn the money you're being awarded with your scholarship. We all have the same amount of time. It's how we spend that time that really matters. If you were awarded a $1,000 scholarship, that represents over 80 hours at minimum wage that you would have had to work. So my question for you is, what will you do with this gift of time? Well, I have a challenge for you. Spend a portion of that time that is being given to you today to pay it forward, to help make our world a better place. Take meals to shut-ins, walk dogs at the animal shelter, tutor another student who is struggling in the class that you find easy, pick up trash on the side of a highway, help prepare meals at a homeless shelter, volunteer on a political campaign, visit with residents at a nursing home. See, it really doesn't matter how or where you help. It matters that you did help, and that you helped make someone else's life a little better, even if only for a few minutes. And that's my advice for you today. Earn this. Earn this. Thank you for listening, and congratulations to you all.
I see your face in picture frames through window panes like glass jars. I see your eyes, but like the skies, it's no surprise that they're clouded over. So I stay and I stop myself from coming home, from getting close to you. And I wait and I pray that one day I'll be close to you again. In every dream I hold your hand and say a prayer, but you're far away. When I awake, there's only sun, then only moon, but no you. So I stay and I stop myself from coming home, from getting close to you. And I close enough to see your eyes, bright and blue and full of light, like the skies once the clouds are gone. Close enough to see your face, feel your touch and your embrace. Close enough to feel the sun. So I stay and I stop myself from coming home, from getting close to you. And I wait and I pray that one day I'll be close to you again, close to you again, close to you again.
Thank you, Brian Van Driel, for that inspiring address and message. And Amaya, wow, that's terrific. That song is beautiful. Thanks for sharing that with us. I know we're all thinking about the day we can all be together again. We're grateful once again to our donors. What a special group of people you are. Thank you for making these scholarships possible. This event would also not be possible without all of the staff that we have. I want to introduce our staff to everybody. Lauren Weber, who you've met, is our program officer. She handles, probably all of you know Lauren in some way through email. Lauren handles both grants and scholarship programs at the Community Foundation. Marion Green is our finance officer. You want to make sure you keep her happy, get everything to us so she can get the checks to your schools on time in your accounts. Twyla Koblentz is our support services staff, and Tim Coons is our communications officer. They work very hard here at the foundation, and they make this program very successful for you guys. To our scholarship recipients, I want to say something that's a quote from Mark Twain. He said, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, dream, explore, discover. May you all discover and succeed in ways you couldn't dream possible. Congratulations to each of you. We're now going to recognize our scholarship recipients for our 2020 scholarships. Congratulations to you all. We're so very proud of you.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. I want to say thank you for all of you for tuning in today. I want to give a big shout out to all the amazing individuals who helped put this thing together. I'd also like to specifically include all the people who took the time to read through these scholarship applications, and to you, the donors. This wouldn't be possible without you. So thank you. Yay! Woo! To the parents and families of the recipients, be proud. They did it. It's a huge accomplishment for them. So as they leave the nest, be thankful as they embark on a new season of life. And to the recipients, my old pastor used to say after every service is, what will you do? Only you can decide. Always remember that in every tough decision that you make as you go on to your new ventures. And always remember this, it's gonna be hard, but remember to do your best, get back up, and as leaders, lead well. Thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Good job, guys.
Well done.